morning, students. Welcome after such a long weekend. I hope that have refreshed yourself by just revising all the previous phyla. So today we will start with the second last phyla of the invertebrates. This is in fact the second largest phylum of the animal world, Mollusca. This word mollusca literally means the soft bodied animals. But it's very astonishing to just see that these have got the hard shell. Then why they have been given this name? Actually, they are so soft that the nature has provided the hardest shell to protect such a soft body. Hence, the name of the organisms of the group is mollusca. So, actually, mollusca means soft bodied, and so as to protect these type of organization, they have got the hardest shell. So the learning objective today is to explain the features of the phylum Mollusca. So to start with, general features, they are mainly marine in their habitats. So aquatic, some may be fresh water, and moist environment also is a very favorite habitat. For example, the garden snail prefers to be in the moist environments. As far as the body organization is concerned, these organisms have got the organ system level of organization with full-fledged organs in them. Symmetry is concerned, bilaterally symmetrical. But one thing is to be noticed here, although they are bilaterally symmetrical, but there is a process, there is a phenomena that is called torsion, in which their body get twisted so as to accommodate in a shell-like environment. For example, the apple snail is present in such type of the shell, so the body get twisted. So due to the torsion, the symmetry in such organisms is lost, so they becomes asymmetrical. It's only for the example which have got the twisted shell or whirled shell, so they becomes asymmetrical. Otherwise, bilateral symmetry is present in these organisms. They are coelomates. Again, the hemocoel is there, so majority of the space is being occupied by the blood, but otherwise they are true coelomates with triploblastic level of organization of germ layers. So the main property that they exhibit is the division of the body organization. The body is typically divided into three parts. Please concentrate on the organization here. It is divided into three parts. There is an interior position, there is a posterior position, and the middle one. The interior position is called as head region. This is the head region. The posterior position is called as the foot region. This is the simplest type of diagram that is explaining the general organization in these organisms. There is a distinct head region, there is a distinct foot region, and in between there is the space which is being occupied by visceral organs. So this space is called as visceral hump. Visceral means organ, where majority of the organs like digestive system, excretory system, and reproductive system, they are all accommodated in the middle part, and that appears to be hump-like, elevated. That's why this portion is called as the visceral hump. So they have got a very hard shell outside in the outside region, and actually this shell is not present first, it is secreted later on. There is mouth, then followed by the alimentary canal, and it ends into the anus in the foot region. And above this visceral hump, there is a very small, delicate, not small, but continuous, delicate covering. That covering is called as mental. The covering is called as the mental membrane or mental covering, and the space that is being present between the organs and the mental covering is called as the mental cavity. This is called as the mental cavity. So this mental actually secrete the above shell. This is the shell. The shell is being secreted by the mental membrane. It is also called as palladium, but you just keep in your mind the mental membrane or the mental covering. It secretes the shell. So this is the most unique feature of these organisms, the existence of mental cavity and the existence of the mental membrane in which all the organs are present. So if we just see the organization, actually this may be the organization. There is distinct head, there is a distinct visceral hump, there is a foot. Now in some organisms they are just flat, and this is the organization of the body, but in some cases the torsion is there. Torsion means twisting is there, so that the head and foot they lie very close to one another. As in the case of the apple snail, the organisms which have the shell that we usually use to make that voice during meditation, so the head and the foot, they are very close to one another, and that's why this property is called as the torsion. Otherwise they are present at two distinct places. So this is the general body organization of the organism. Two structures, very important structures, are associated. One is the a leaf-like structure at the entrance is present in these organisms, that is called as osphaeridium. Please keep in your mind this name, osphaeridium. Osphaeridium is literally, it's a Greek word that means to smell. So this organ helps in checking the chemical nature of the water. Chemical nature of water that may be entering into the organism. There is leaflets like gills, which are responsible for respiration, as well as in some terms they are responsible for the excretion also. So gills are there, that are the respiratory organs, and a complete digestive system is also there. As far as the reproduction is concerned, they are dioecious. That means the sexes are separate and the development is mostly indirect. Indirect, a larval stage is involved in these organisms that carry out the further development. Depending upon the group, we have mainly classified them into three groups. The first group is called as bivalvia. That means the organism consists of two valves, number one and number two. So pearl oysters come into this category, bivalvia. The second one is called as gastropod. So they have got, the gastro means the mouth and pod means foot. So they have got the foot-like structure very close to their mouth. This is foot-like structure. So apple snail or the pila snails come into these category. And the third one is cephalopods. Lolligos, squids, octopus, which usually lack the external shell, come into this category. So this was a very brief outline of the classifications. Classification is not in our syllabus, but keep in your mind the name of the groups so that we can categorize to the examples itself. So please do study it. It's a very important phyla, second largest phylum, but try to understand the body organization, what is mental cavity, but the function of ospiridium and the function of the gills. Gills are also called as ctenidia. They are also called as the ctenidia. One more organ is associated with these organisms, with the alimentary canal, that is called radula. Radula is this type of organ is present, and there are transverse teeth present on, just like horn, transverse teeth are present. So it is a rasping organ which helps in rasping the vegetation or the food that they keep. So it's associated with the entrance, again entrance of the mouth. The name of the organ is radula. So radula, ospiridium, ctenidia, these, and the mental cavity, these are the few things which are unique to this phylum. So please, my dear students, just revise it thoroughly and add to the list of the invertebrate. Thank you.